ties and also being able to remove them. So, and I'd also like to note that I don't have the rights to the music.
Okay, so we're talking breaking soul ties. So first of all, we're acknowledging the soul tie. Now, also, the soul tie is a connection. Generally, we're talking karmic soul ties. If it's going to be karmic, we're choosing to stay in a toxic relationship. You feel like you're missing something if you don't have this toxic connection. You're experiencing emotions that don't belong to you. Soul tie connection, sacral chakra, sad heart. You feel what the other person is feeling. That's generally going to require a cleansing. Objects from, so things you'll need to get rid of a soul tie. So you need to get objects from them that are connecting you. They need to be removed. If someone is playing with magic to manipulate your energy, that's a soul tie. Sexually transferred demons are soul ties, and that's going to be your sacral chakra. Always thinking about another person with jealousy or malicious intent, dreaming of them, loss of identity. You have a vengeance instead of painful emotions. Like if you've got a painful past with somebody and you want vengeance against them, you want to hurt them rather than, heal and get past what's happened. Manipulation, anger, toxicity, it's a little, your connection with this person is a little toxic. It's an unhealthy somebody who you've had sexual relations with. Now, they say that those ties are impossible to break, but they're not. Nothing is impossible to break. It's just a sexual cord or a sexual soul tie is going to be harder. We're acknowledging the cord or the soul tie. Forgive them and forgive yourself. And you know what? Forgiving somebody else isn't about them, and it's not like they don't deserve forgiveness. Well, perhaps they do or perhaps they don't. You deserve to give somebody else forgiveness because it's going to release you. Okay? I know that might be a really hard thing to accept, but it's releasing you, not them. It's like holding a stone in your hand that is hot, burning hot, and holding on to that stone. That hot stone is your anger towards that person. Let the stone go. It's burning your hand. So anyway, forgive them, forgive yourself. That's step number 2. Visualize the cord of energy between you and that person being cut, and even pull it out at the roots. Archangels that will come to your assistance in doing that. So let's call in Archangel Michael and we'll ask him to assist us in cutting the cords. Now, declutter objects or items, things that they've given to you, or anything that you would associate with that person. Throw it out. Get rid of it, burn it, whatever you like. And write yourself a letter of release to that person. I release you with love. You are hindering where I need to go. I love you, but we go no further. Having our attachment keeps me from being what I need to be in this lifetime and any lifetime. I love you. I don't like what you do. You are hindering me from going where I need to go. I release you with love. I release, along with you, all energies between us that no longer serve my highest self. I release you with love. You are hindering where I must go. I love you, but we go no further. Having our attachment keeps me from being what I need to be in this lifetime and any lifetime. You no longer are able to hinder me. the malice, anything that's binding you to that person, put it in that letter, and with that letter you're going to burn it. Destroy this letter in any way you see fit, because what you're getting rid of the binding that you've got to that person, or the binding that they've got to you. So you're releasing all soul ties, vows, all agreements, all contracts there. What you're doing in the destruction of the letter is you're releasing it. Tear it up. You could, I really think burning it's the best, but is that just the fire sign energy speaking in me? Maybe. And you can actually cut somebody off from your energy completely, so it doesn't matter what kind of rubbish they try to pull from afar. Like if there is somebody trying to do magic against you or anything like that, they've got you hold no power here. So just put in your gates of protection, and that is archangels, and even God himself will stand in between that kind of rubbish happening to you. Especially if your heart and your intent has never been anything but pure. God will stand for that and stand for you in those kind of situations, particularly with karmic soul ties. You're not interested in choosing to stay in toxic relationships, and you won't feel like you're missing anything anymore. You're experiencing emotions that are only yours. You're not experiencing emotions that are outside of yourself or don't belong to you anymore. The most important part is forgiving them and forgive yourself. That's soul ties for you. Or just reiterate, acknowledge the soul tie. Forgive them, forgive yourself. Visualize cutting the cords. Declutter any from your space, anything that's related to them, anything they've given you, anything that ties you to that person. Write that letter of release and destroy it. And so be it, it is done. You can put that in your past, and you won't be suffering those kind of situations with that particular person. You've got another person you do it with, you've got another person you do it with. You just keep doing it, okay? All right, all the best with soul ties and being free of them.